low. Joining me now is Georgia Congressman Betty Carter. Congressman, good to see you. Thank you so much for being here this morning. So much to get into with you. First, what about that salt? What happened yesterday? How come you had to cancel the votes for Friday? Everybody's arguing about this salt cap deduction. What happened?
Well, we canceled votes for Friday, you're right, but we're still going to have a budget committee meeting. I serve on the budget committee, as you know, Maria, and we're going to put this package together. We in the Energy and Commerce Committee did our work, a 26-and-a-half-hour marathon meeting, but we got a great product. We have got, and we're going to stabilize Medicaid. We're going to make it better for those who it was intended for, the aged, the blind, the disabled, those who, mothers, children, those who truly are the most vulnerable in our society. We've made it better. We've strengthened it. And that's part of the package of energy and commerce. We saved over $900 billion in waste, fraud, and abuse, and getting illegals off of Medicaid and getting duplications eliminated. All of that is part of our package. On the salt, yes, that is something. I wish more states were like my state, my home state of Georgia, and other Republican-led states where we have low property taxes. But we got to find a way to balance those high tax states with what Americans should be subsidizing them for.
Well, look, thank you for your work on the House Energy and Commerce Committee. Everybody was, rooting you on. You advanced the biggest Medicaid rewrite in the program's 60-year history yesterday. Those changes expected to generate at least $715 billion in savings. But this debate over Medicaid reform is now being framed by Democrats as a life or death issue. You hear what your colleagues are saying. Some could not even keep their eyes open during the House hearings. Look at this. We got it on camera. 3 lawmakers. Oh, boy. Debbie Dingell sleeping over there during the 26-hour markup, including Michigan Democrat Debbie Dingell, 2 others as well. They're completely sleeping. She responded on X about it. She says, I've been up for 31 hours straight fighting Republicans trying to gut Medicaid. I closed my eyes to think about an America where everybody has access to quality, affordable health care. So I guess that was what she was dreaming about, Congressman.
Yeah, well, it's tough, but we powered through it, and we got our work done, and you're right. But these untruths that are being spread by the Democrats that we're trying to eliminate people off of Medicaid is simply not true. What we're trying to do is to stabilize that program and save that program and make it better for those who truly need it. Did you know we've got a waiting list of people who are trying to get on Medicaid? And yet we've got some able bodies who really should not be on there or should be able to go to another insurance product that would help them to have health insurance. And yes, we all agree that we want to try to make sure everybody has access to health care, but at the same time, not on the program that was intended for the most vulnerable in our society.
Yeah, look, I mean, I'm sure there's a fair amount of waste to be cut as well. We had Dr. Oz on the other day, and Dr. Oz told me that people, they live in one state, they're on Medicaid, then they move to another state, and then they apply for Medicaid in that state, then they move to another state, they applied there. So it's like there's all this duplication that you probably could be cutting. Is that right?
That's absolutely right, and that is part of our package, is to make sure that the states are checking for eligibility and doing it more than just once a year, doing it twice a year at least, so that we can make sure that we are truly delivering to those who need it.
Well, you're moving to have 3 New Jersey lawmakers removed from their House committees. What happened here? Because they stormed an ICE facility in Newark, New Jersey. They're protesting the removal of illegal migrants and illegal immigrants here. What happened?
Well, I think they've lost their mind. I mean, here we are in a country of laws, and they are attacking our ICE officials and our ICE officers and trying to help the illegals who are here, the criminal illegals, and instead of representing their constituents. And look, we shouldn't have people like this on our committees. Our committees should be for serious lawmakers who are up here to do the right thing, not to break the law, and especially during National Police Week. I mean, of all times, it's just awful.
Yeah, I mean, look, I want to get your take. I'm here with Brianna and David, and you see the Democrats constantly attacking President Trump, and yet I don't hear solutions, right? Yesterday was so refreshing to see Ro Khanna say, I want to codify into law what President Trump did with prescription drug prices. I said, wow, how refreshing is actually thinking about policy. The others are either falling asleep or they're attacking Trump.
Well, you think about the fact that just last night, Arlington County, Virginia, right there, the suburbs of Washington, voted for the local police, the county police, to not cooperate with ICE when it comes to when they arrest terrorists or illegals or those who have committed crimes. We know exactly what the Democrats are for.
Yeah.
It's what they talked about in the campaign, and now it is the counter policies where they control that they're putting in place.
But by the way, it's police week. Okay, it's police week this week. And this is the week they choose to go attack ICE officers on police. How about you stand up and you salute our men and women in blue?
Maria, you're asking a little bit too much right here. Look, Democrats on every 80-20 issue, they take the 20 side, and they have solidified themselves as the party of anti-America and of pro-legal immigration. And I think voters are going to remember that into 2026.
Yeah. Buddy Carter, final word.
Final word. I tell you, Americans are going to be saved from the highest tax increase that they would have ever witnessed. And we passed this one big, beautiful bill that's going to stop that tax increase and make sure that Americans are paying low taxes while getting great services.
All right. We will leave it there. By the way, President Trump just did the Trump dance on stage at the Al Udeid Air Force
Did he
Base.
play YMCA as well?
You know what? They were playing YMCA in Saudi Arabia. Okay? Incredible what's going on. Congressman, it's always a pleasure to see you, sir. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. We will see you soon. Boeing and GE Aerospace